It is cold, wet, and everything out here is completely saturated. But today, I'm gonna make a fire using not a single match. Is this thing even on? And welcome back everybody again, Stoker here, and if you want to master your fieldcraft and develop your tactical virtue, make sure you subscribe to the channel and click that notification bell so that you can stay up to date on future content. So as I said, today I'm going to build a fire and I'm going to use nothing but all of this wet wood that you see all over here. Man, it's been raining for 3 days straight, I think. Of course, up here in the Pacific Northwest, you know, it's not a straight downpour, but everything out here is just 100% saturated. So, you know, when you're talking about building a fire in a survival situation or scenario, you know, a couple things that you can't waste. You can't waste your time, you can't waste your energy, you can't waste your resources. I'm not gonna use any saws or any knives or hatchets or axes or anything to process wood. Just what I can pick up around me, that's all that I'm gonna use. So literally just what's on the ground and what can I pull off the trees around me. That's all we're going to use today, and one single match. You want to make sure that you don't waste your time as well. There's nothing worse than building a fire at night and you know, you've done burned all your daylight, like the old man used to say. So you don't want to do that either. So get your fire going as early as you can. It's the same with your shelter. There's nothing worse than trying to build a shelter when you don't have any light. So I'm going to set this camera down on a tripod. I'm going to go look around for some materials, particularly anything that's pencil lead or pencil size, or all the way up to the thumb. Anything in there that snaps is going to be better. And then I'm going to try to avoid some rotten wood, again, because it's just going to be completely saturated. Now, trying to do this smartly, you know, I will try to pull as much wood as I can and process that from the base of trees. At least there's a little bit more likelihood that it may be dry, but we'll see what we can dig up with. All right, so what we got here, you know, just a ton of wet wood. And if it was dry season, you know, maybe in 4 months from now, I wouldn't need near as much to get things going. And again, you know, it's just all penciled to thumb size, and what I've done is I just kind of broken it up into 8 to 12 inch sections here, just to process it just a little bit. And I kind of have it separated with some larger material, everything that's thumb and pencil size over here, and everything in this little pile right here. Look at all that wet wood, man. That's nothing but wet wood. And I do have a couple larger pieces put off to the side after this gets going. So I did set some rocks here, and after I get my formation, I kind of break down why I've got my rocks in the way I do have them, and hopefully that'll make sense. So you're probably thinking, you know, if I told you like I did in the beginning that I was going to start a fire using nothing but a single match in the cold, wet, windy Pacific Northwest with nothing but saturated wood, it's completely saturated everywhere, that I was smoking crack. I mean, you can imagine, I mean, what am I gonna be able to do with that thing right there? I'm not gonna be able to do much of anything. Oh, and look, it's gone. And too many times that's the case. You got one shot to get this right. And there's not, because it may be down to the last match, and what are you going to do? So you got to be a little anal and pay a lot of attention to detail, and look at your surroundings and what the resources that are out there available. I got no cardboard, no paper, nothing but wood, rocks, one more match because I just used one, and another ingredient that I'm going to show you. All right, so let me come over here and I'm going to show you my secret ingredient to this and how I'm going to be able to do this. And it's a patch of pitch. Look at all of this pitch. I mean, this is a treasure trove right here. There's enough pitch here to start fires for days and days and days. Oh yeah, starting to come down good now. So I'm just gonna come in here, man. I'm just gonna start peeling apart a little bit of pitch here and there. Whatever I can see, I can find. Sink my hands into. If it's gonna come off, from here, it's probably gonna be good. Now I'm gonna get a little bit more than what I think I might need. Again, I've got one match to get this right. That's gonna be a great little piece right there. And we'll take all this back over to the fire pit and we'll get us a fire going here in just a second. And this old Doug Ferb got wounded a long time ago. Oh, look at all that pitch right there. That is so much. Way more than what we need. All right, so I'm gonna take some of this material over here and I'm gonna lay kind of a foundation on top of these rocks. So why do I have these rocks here? Really is just to try to help coordinate my airflow and make sure that I don't manage that resources. Of course, fire requires three things, and that's fuel, heat, and oxygen. And I want to make sure that I capitalize on all of my oxygen flow as much as I can to the best of my ability. So I'm putting a lay of some wood here, some processed wood, just again about 8 inches. And what that's going to allow me to do is it's going to allow me to build my fire in 2 directions at the same time. So I'm going to build an upside down fire by having that on the bottom, and then I'm going to continue to build the rest of my fire up here. My wind is moving in this direction from southwest to northeast right here, and so I'm going to capitalize on that wind as well. And I think that's going to just be about good right there. One little pieces here, and then I'm going to take all these small pieces here, kind of break them up. Again, man, you know, you go overboard on the amount of wood, you know, that you think that you're gonna need. I'm just gonna build me a little apex here, using some of this stuff. I'm not looking for perfection. I'm just looking for something that's gonna work and work the first time. And I'm gonna take some of this pitch. I'm gonna lay it right down here on the bed. Leave some more of it out here. Don't want to use all of it, man. This is precious stuff, right there. Precious stuff. And now we will get this thing going. All right, here we go. This is why it's important to have as much processed and ready to go as you can, because this is going to take a while to get it going, to build a bed of coals down at the bottom that will help withstand some of the temperature changes and getting some more saturation coming in. But once it gets to this level, you know, if I didn't have as much as I had right now, I can move out, I can go bring some more back, I can bring in some large pieces if need be, and keep it going. Took a little bit of time, but you know, with conditions that are less than ideal, it's going to take a little bit more ingenuity in your mind. You got to look around for some additional resources. You're going to have to collect some extra material, some wood to process. Hopefully you have some extra tools and it doesn't resort to this much work. But as you can see, it can be done, and it can be done easily. All right, everybody, so there you go, making fire in less than ideal conditions. Again, you know, it's been saturated out here for days, and truth be told, it's not going to be dry up here until April or May. But using just natural materials that we found out here in the wild, able to make a fire, and we could cook, we can clean, we can boil water, we can take care of all the necessities of life. Man, this is awesome. This is great. Hey, if you enjoyed the content of the video, make sure you like it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so, and click that notification bell so that you can stay up to date on some future content. Most importantly, leave some comments down below and let me know what you thought. And until then, we'll see you. Ooh, that was a doozy.